Hello, Professor.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, thanks.
So I have like few questions for you. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, could you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Professor Michael Adams. I'm from the United States, mostly the western United States, specifically Montana and Texas area. I have been teaching in university level in business and international business for probably almost 10 years now, maybe a little bit longer than that, and in Korea. And what other information would you like?
So do you like Korea, being in Korea?
Sure, I love being in Korea. Korea is a very easy place to live for foreigners, as long as you don't have many problems like health problems or financial problems or other problems, and I don't. I'm pretty healthy and everything's going well. So as long as you don't have any problems, you don't have to deal with a lot of difficult situations. It's really easy to live in South Korea. Good transportation, I like the food, the people are fairly kind and generous. Yeah.
Okay, if we compare Korean life and American life,
Oh
so which one do you prefer?
I see aspects of both American and Korean lives that I think are beneficial, are good. I think one of the things that my parents taught me was to try to find the good things in life. And so I am able to look at different situations, different people, different cultures, and find good things in both cultures. I like living in the US because I understand it. I understand the freedoms. I can go many more places than I can here in Korea. Well, that's not true. I can travel a lot of places in Korea. I like the US because it's bigger. There's a lot more places to see and a lot more things to do. But there's quite a bit to do in Korea as well. I like the many aspects of Korea.
So especially, what do you like?
About Korea?
Yes.
I like the people are generally kind. They're generally good people. They're not a violent people. They're fairly considerate. Yeah, so I like those aspects about living in Korea is much more, let's use the word compartmentalized. Things are smaller and you live in your little space, you have an apartment, and you go about it. And sometimes you meet people you meet every day, like the nice lady and man that work at the laundromat. I see them every day almost, and they're very friendly and nice. But
You need space.
no, it actually is quite challenging. Coming from where I grew up was a city of about 40,000 people. And where I've lived in Busan as well as Ulsan. And Busan has about 4 million people. Ulsan has about 1 million people. That's quite a bit different than the place where I was used to growing up. So it's challenging that way. I don't really like that many people. I prefer the rural areas, more urbanized, more woods and more outdoors. Yeah, and I do like the fact that in Korea, though, I like the fact that I can live in one place and access both the mountains and the ocean. So that's really nice.
So luckily you have here you can go to the sea as well and get that fresh air like.
Sure.
So how often do you go to the beach here?
Oh, I haven't been to the beach very often here in Ulsan. When I was in Busan, I went almost every day, especially in the summer. Sometimes I would go to the beach and take my paperwork that I needed to grade for my students, and I would be on the beach and grade the papers.
Wow, that's amazing.
And eventually, through time, Koreans adapted different types of sports that they have seen in a lot of other countries. And this one area called Gwangali, near the Gwangan Bridge, they eventually started to adapt and take on a lot of different sports. There were a lot more water sports available that when I first lived in Busan, they weren't available, but things like windsurfing and kayaking and things like that are available there, and that was really nice. I also belong to a sailing club called BESA, Busan Expat Sailing Association, started by Mark, I forgot his last name. Oh, don't be angry, Mark. Anyway, he started it, and it was a nice place. You could join this club, and you could go out sailing and learn different sailing techniques. So there's a lot of things and access you have here in Korea that's really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Professor, if I have more questions next time, is that okay?
No, absolutely not. I'm joking. Absolutely. Sure. Anytime.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.